Good, y'all. It's your boy Big MPH. I'm gonna talk to y'all today because I did a short video. Let me cut this shower off. Let me talk to y'all. I'm in my apartment, so look. I'm gonna talk to y'all. So I did a short video on shout out Wendy's. I did a short video on my opinion on the Kai Cenat jail stream and how, I thought it was goofy that he was pushing that agenda and how we should stop supporting these people. But I want to break something down to the youth because the youth doesn't know this. The knowledge I'm finna drop, a lot of the youth doesn't know this. Shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple because he gave like a summary of what I'm finna talk about, but I'm finna go a little more in depth. So in the year 1995, it's an important year to remember, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. In the year 95, y'all didn't know this before 95. The main people who were doing gangster rap, like you had NWA and stuff, but for the most, gangster rap in the 80s was just blooming. So it was like, you still had your conscious shit, right? It's like a jungle sometimes. Made me wonder how. Keep them going under. You know what I'm saying? People really talking about things that's going on in neighborhood, politics, all that, right? But you had your gangster rap too. Okay? So, this meeting of 95, I have to talk about Ice Cube first in NWA before I even talk about the meeting of 95. So Ice Cube, NWA, they pushed this gangster agenda, right? Talking about all this crazy stuff, packing gats, and you're a mark buster using all this LA slang. Okay, cool. So they push this gangster rap. It gets popular. It gets so popular that conscious rap really, I don't want to say all the way dies, but it starts dying, right? It starts dying, right? Okay. So in the year 95, right? Now we're talking 95. We talking right before Biggie and Pac died, but we talking about obviously when Biggie and Pac was at their peak. In 94, 93 to 95 is when Biggie and Pac was at the peak of their careers, right? Not saying they ain't had no type of motion before them years, but those are the years that Big and Pac was at the peak of their career. So these record labels, what they were noticing when people were getting locked up in 92, 93, and 94, they did a survey with the inmates. And they would ask the inmates, what do you listen to? So, of course, they, West Side, Baby, Tupac, or Biggie, you know what I'm saying? They talking about whoever else was doing the gangster rap at the time. That's who they gonna say. That's who they listen to. And these guys are all the guys that are incarcerated. I gotta break something else down for the youth. This video is for the youth because this is how I feel. If somebody's gonna push agendas on y'all or somebody's, and it's worse now than when I was growing up, because when I was growing up, it was really just the rappers pushing agendas on us. Now it's the rappers and the bloggers pushing agendas on these kids. So if rappers and bloggers are finna push agendas on these children, let me be the one to educate them. Not with the intentions of them not falling for the agenda, because that's what you want to do. It's what you want to do. I want to educate you so you know what you're falling for. You know what I mean? So you know what the music industry encompasses. Y'all know what I mean? So listen to me though. So from 93 to 95, that's when Biggie and Pac was going crazy in the streets. Gangster rap was going crazy in the streets. People didn't want to hear too much conscious stuff no more. You know, don't get me wrong. There was like last days, like Lauryn Hill and shit and all that. But for the most part, people don't want to hear that. So what the youth doesn't know about jail, and that's what's interesting about this Casanat and Aiden Ross also did a jail stream too. That's what's interesting about them doing this stream. Well, what the youth especially doesn't know about jail. Every time somebody gets locked up, that state makes $20,000 to $30,000 a year per inmate. I want y'all to, just in case y'all didn't hear me, $20,000 to $30,000 a year per inmate. So obviously that money is being pocketed. These private companies, what's happening is, especially with the private prisons, you have investors. Investors come in forms of, you got individual investors, i.e., an example of Michael Jordan. You got individual investors of private prisons who make a killing every time you get locked up. And then you have company investors of private prisons. So I'm going to give you an example, y'all. I'm going to break something down for y'all. And if this fucks up the rap game or makes kids not want to be in the industry, I'm not trying to influence people to not make music. If that's in your heart, make music. I'm not trying to tell people not to go in the industry. That's what you want to do, go in the industry. I'm just letting you know why you're pushing the agendas that you're pushing. So I'm trying to break something down for y'all, okay? So they make $30,000 to $20,000 a year per inmate. And sometimes the companies are investors of these private prisons. So I'm going to give y'all an example. So let's say Atlantic signs Young Jeezy, okay? Now, it could be another rapper in Young Jeezy's hood, and I have no problem with Young Jeezy. He's just a perfect example because he pushed the agenda of selling drugs. Him, Gucci Mane, a lot of artists, they did push that agenda. That's not me dissing them. That's me telling the truth. They push the agenda of drug dealing, don't work a job, I'm too cool to work a job, fucking 9 to 5. I'm rich off selling crack, weed. They push that agenda heavy, especially in 2005, 6, in the beginning of their careers. So let's say Atlantic Records signs a Young Jeezy. The only way they're going to sign a Young Jeezy is if he pushes an agenda that would get you locked up. Because Atlantic Records, and I'm not sure if Atlantic is a prison investor, but I'm going to insinuate they are. Atlantic Records probably has investments in private prisons. $0.30 a song. Miles? Yeah. I got something for you. Oh, I put it right. Yeah. Yeah, I put that right.
Be careful. Wash your hands, blah, blah, blah.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. And from that last house, there was one decent table, little, like this high, this big. It got 2 shelves on it. You want to check it out?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have put it in my car if it, you know what I'm saying. I left it out, and it looks better than the dresser.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. For sure. It's in you said it's in the car?
I got it sitting outside. I'll bring it up.
Okay, I'll bring it. You gotta carry that up.
You're skinny. You know about skinny people.
Yeah, we strong for real.
Hey, I'm skinny. Feel this. Come on, feel it.
You got some muscles.
Yeah. It's light. No, I got it.
Okay. So, my bad, y'all. neighbor gave me a gift. Listen though, let me continue with this blog. So back what I was saying. So 30 cents a song, or 30,000 per inmate, or get both, and that's what they've been doing since '95. And that's why you always wonder, damn, why is there never anything positive on the radio? Why do the labels never want to promote a positive artist? That's why. Because it's more lucrative for them to promote an artist that's pushing negativity. It's lucrative for a multitude of reasons. Lucrative because of tabloids and TMZ, and Instagram and views and streams. Is lucrative because of that prison fact. Is lucrative for a multitude of reasons. And that's why, if you're a man of God, if you have your head on straight, and and not just that, if you're not a follower, and if you're very intelligent, the industry is not for you. It's not. And that's why I don't mind speaking on these things. I'm too smart for that shit. I'm good. But that's me. I had to break that down for the youth, because a lot of y'all are in the blind and are very impressionable. And y'all really believe that these people are signing people because they're talented, or because of their following, or because they like their music. And that's not. It's because they're pushing the agenda so they can make money from their private investments of prisons. That's just the truth. I had to break that down for y'all. It's Big NPH, away team. We're going to continue this.